teasing you.
So I'm following you.
Well, I'm not actually.
With critical focus on the economy, we see the bigger picture.
Bigger picture.
On Smooth.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Okay, let me Smooth 98.1 Love Music, Love Life. I'm Ayo Mairo-Ese, and it is time for today's edition of Business Express 981. It's a feel-good Friday, and we are talking tech. It's Tech Friday, and so we have on joining me this morning, Rotus and Fisayo. Good morning, Rotus, and good morning, Fisayo.
Good morning.
Okay, Rotus, just for a moment, just let people, can you just tell us what we're doing today?
Yeah, we're talking about the march of the telcos across the African continent. That's what we're going to be discussing. I think there was an announcement made yesterday from Airtel. They've hired they announced a new CEO for Nigeria. And what do you make? Is it Mr. Olusegun Ogunsanya? And
yes, Mr. Olusegun Ogunsanya. No, they announced a CEO for Airtel Africa, not just Nigeria.
For Airtel Africa, yeah?
Yes. So he's currently CEO of Airtel Nigeria. I mean,
right.
Airtel Africa for Nigeria, but now he's been upgraded to the group CEO of Airtel's operation across Africa.
Wow, congratulations.
To replace the outgoing Africa CEO, which again, it's great work. Congratulations to him. I think it's really impressive what he has done. His track record, just from banking to telecoms to just different sectors to manufacturing. He used to run Coca-Cola here in Nigeria as well. So he has great experience with retail. He used to run retail banking as well. So it's a very strong candidate. However, the challenges of the past are quite different from the challenges of the future. At least for Airtel and of course for Telcom's business going forward, right? Prior to now, telcos have always been around voice and data. In fact, I remember when I was in investment banking, we were like, yes, data is the new, 4G LTE, data is this, that, right? But of course, based on the recent investments we started seeing in the sector, people are doing a lot more around, mobile money, turning a telco essentially into a bank, right? Those are the challenges of the future. So how do you navigate that challenge? And I think that's going to be very instrumental to the growth of any telco, going forward.
Excellent.
Also, President Buhari made an announcement through, was it Garba Shehu, who was one of his advisors, saying that this is flying the flag of Femi Adesina. Actually, it was Femi Adesina. That this is flying the flag of Nigeria across Africa. Having them in this leadership position. I guess it's standard operating procedure for the president to big up another Nigerian in a high position.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, that's standard. Then the question I would ask them that, what did you do to help this person?
If you didn't ask that question, I would have checked. I would have had to check again if it was you. Let's hear what the people have to say. About this new appointment and with regards to the very important question that Fisayo has just asked. So if you'd like to share with us your comments, we're streaming on YouTube, by the way. So go on to youtube.com/smooth981FM Lagos to search out, and use the live chat option and see Rotus trying to control himself, laughing hysterically, But that's a great thing you see on YouTube. And then of course on WhatsApp, it's 0809 444 0981, and you can tweet at us at smooth981FM. Indeed, on Tech Friday, we should just focus on Twitter and maybe WhatsApp as well.
Exactly. What did you do to aid this guy's position? Anyway, Fisayo, also I want you to address Airtel and MTN, both looking at possibly spinning off their mobile money units alone to be standalone entities. What do you make of that?
It's interesting, right? I think it's a good move. So there's a background to that. GT Bank, had stated earlier that they're spinning off their their payment business, because they believe that they can get a lot more value by spinning it out from the entire banking business, which are they're creating a group structure and all of that kind of thing. Right. I know a few other banks are building maybe digital banks, across, but the drag that most of them have, especially if you see Florida Wave, that's a payment link essentially, right? That is, at the core of its business is payment, right? That's valued at $1 billion, right? They don't hold money, they don't own money, they don't. If they have a banking license, maybe it's microfinance, right? At least in Nigeria. And then they have this payments gateway, across Africa that allows you to make payments in Nigeria, and the person receives it. It's just technology essentially, and it's valued at $1 billion, right? And you ask yourself, GT Bank that has banking operations across 7 countries, is just around that same valuation. So the question you ask yourself, okay, what are they doing wrong or what are they doing right? Right. So the CEO of GT Bank, okay, yes, I think that we need to, get in on this bandwagon to build out a tech platform to ensure that yes, people see this tech platform and value it differently from the legacy platform, which is a bank. And so the same thing I believe that telcos are doing to say, okay, we have this huge behemoth that has base stations everywhere, that have to dig roads everywhere to be able to put fiber optic cables across everywhere. But we have this financial services platform that could take a life of its own if you just spin it out and it's not dragged back by the bureaucracy of running a large telco, right? So that, for me, I think that's what everybody is thinking around. Like, how do we extract value from our existing group, and then ensure that yes, companies that have some financial services linked to it can have a life of their own, and then of course take off independently, just of course with support from the bank. And I think that's what is happening. I mean, Airtel Africa raised about 200 million from TPG about a few weeks ago for about 10% stake in the business. 200 million. So this is valued that business, the mobile money business.
Tell them the currency.
Yes, $200 million, right? Value the company at over $2.3 billion for just the mobile money bit alone. Right, but investing in, if you look at the market capitalization of the telco itself, I'm not sure it's up to 2 billion. Right, that's the insane thing that happened. And then of course, from some story we are discussing again today, Mastercard had put in an additional $100 million into that same business, for some additional stake in the business. So MTN were like, okay, well, if Airtel can do it, I can do it. Right, Safaricom had led the way with saying that, okay, we are creating a mobile money platform, M-Pesa, that led the way in Kenya and of course across East Africa. Why can't we all do this thing? So I think that's what is happening in this space to ensure that yes, financial services take a life of their own. And as I said that for Olusoya, the challenge of the future is different from the challenge of the past. Telco is fine. I recharge my phone, I buy data, I do that. That's great. But the challenge of the future is for you. Can I turn this Airtel into a Pan-African bank? And that's what the work is.
I keep asking you this question all the time. Again, I believe that they are the future. I think banks are under threat. Again, I throw it to you again. What do you think?
I think so. That almost every industry is going to be disrupted anyway, right? So it's the same way. We can look at it and say, okay, oil companies are under threat, right? Because of the push for more climate friendly or solar, for less fossil fuel type work, right? So everyone is under threat. I mean, the future is uncertain for most people. So it's your job to say, okay, what am I going to sit down and do differently? And I mean, it's difficult. I believe that the future is digital. It would be irresponsible for a bank CEO to think that the way they ran a bank in 1982 is the way they will run a bank in 2035. It should be totally, I mean, you don't know your job. You should be fired if that is your thought pattern today in 2021, because things have changed, significantly changed. So for banks, right, it's about digitizing their future. So, okay, how do I create this future that ensures that, yes, people can interact with my product more digitally than having to, I heard some adverts here. We are this bank, we are very digital. Come to our branch. But no, that's not how. right? So this is the nearest branch, and to say, no, that's not how to be digital. I mean, I don't need to visit your nearest branch to be digital. So again, it's about, okay, how do I think about the future or interaction with the people, of the future? I mean, I tell myself maybe I'm old at art, because sometimes the things that some of these, people coming behind, the Gen Zs or Gen, whatever it's called, they are interested in, and not the things I'm interested in when I was their age. So again, the people of the future are changing, right? They have to figure things out a lot more. So you have to adapt your business to be able to cater to that future. So your job as a CEO is, okay, and this is where we are today. We are banking Dangote, we are banking on these people. They are comfortable with what they're doing. But the people that be future billionaires are not like these people. How do we cater to these people and ensure that we capture them at a very young age? I mean, this bank is seen as a big bank today because while the older banks then ignored students' accounts, they focused on that. They will open an account for you as a student, university. They know you don't have money. It's your parents that will send you money anyway, but they still open the account for you. But the point is that you talk with them since then, to your NYSC, to your jobless years, to you started earning some money. It's difficult for you to now live today after you've made it, like Rotus has made it now, right? It's difficult for you to live, and then to go to back to First Bank. So they've lost that youthful, stage, and then of course you just stay with them. But the future again is different. You have to can I open an account without visiting the bank? Can I, can I do cashless transaction? Can I, the things that will determine the future are not the things we're seeing today.
All right, can we take some comments? Because we have so many comments. Fantastic, Fisayo, as always. Tosin Baba says, good morning, a lot of dragging going on Tech Friday. The Airtel CEO announcement is uber awesome. To be honest, mobile money will eventually erode significant value of banks. And then Benga Kamu says, Fisayo is preaching it today. I cannot remember the last time I went into a bank to transact business. That's a good point, actually. Yinka says, Rotos, may that threat last. Remember how they destroyed Richard Card businesses? If only we can have another group folks destroy the mortgage loans for banks with crazy low rates and longer years, like 30 to 40 years, or even tied to our pension, says Yinka. And then a number of people, as you would imagine, have sent in comments. I wrote this, you have to comment on the First Bank issue. I know today is Tech Friday, but it's too big for you not to say anything about it. And so let me speak on behalf of the people, our good listeners who are waiting. I say, Rotus, no, I know it's Tech Friday, but you have to say so. I know we talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
But now there's an update, of course, a massive one. So
yes, I know. Well, look, Fisayo, did you hear Fisayo? What do you make of it?
I mean, it's difficult, right? Because people are saying that there are 37 governors in Nigeria, and the 37th one is the strongest, right? So, and I know I'm going to make it. There are things I really want to say, but if I say the things I really want to say, if First Bank cannot be.
We only have 2 minutes to go. I promise you. Look, let me just tell you this. The central bank was right in what it did. I'll just put it there. But Monday, I promise we will focus on what happened with First Bank exclusively on Monday. But let me just say this: we only have a minute to go, almost out of time. And I wanted to second. So, but the central bank was correct. I'll let you know Monday.
So Monday's show is one not to miss, not one to miss, because I'm sure a number of people wrote this are going to be like, what? So come on Monday with your questions, or you can engage, with us on social media. Let's use tech for good use. Anything else? Although we're out of time, Rotus, was there anything?
Yeah, I know. Okay, Fisayo, real quick, only 30 seconds. MTN. Trying to get into Ethiopia's market. 30 seconds.
I mean, it's good for them. The regulator has seen that yes, they only have 2 licenses to issue, but they're not giving you mobile money as well. But again, it's what it is. MTN has a strong experience across Africa. Vodacom has strong experience across Africa. I think they're able to pull this off. Ethiopia is a large market, over 100 million people. With the state monopoly similar to Nitel. I'm sure they're able to pull this off, and then they're able to, bring, mobile penetration into the country.
Fisayo. But one thing, the state company, they have one law where they say that foreign companies can't take control of mobile money in Ethiopia.
In Ethiopia.
You can see, it's not. So you see that they recognize the threats, and so they want to limit foreign companies how control they have over mobile money.
It's about it's about the bank of the future, basically. So hey, we'll see how it goes. Good for
Let's see
them.
how it goes. Thank you so much. Always a great show with you guys. Thank you, Rotus. Thank you, Fisayo. Fisayo, Radio Mouth says we're going to send you an invoice, and you know why. So people are watching. All right. Okay. This has been the final edition for the month of April, and also for this week as well. But join us again on Monday, same time from 6:30 to 6:45 a.m. with Business Express 981. You can find Fisayo at RMO Fisayo. Even though Yinka says that you cannot be caught on Zoom, they can catch you on Twitter. Also, Rotus is at Rotan Quotes on Twitter, and you can also find us at Smooth 981 FM. When you're commenting, use the hashtag Business Express 981 so we can track your messages even beyond today. All right, then. Thank you very much. At 7:30, we're going to be discussing the First Bank sacking of the boards in detail. If you would like to listen to our analysts dissect that during Freshly Pressed 981 ahead of Monday's edition of Business Express 981, I'm sure even more things will be uncovered. So the news is probably still unfolding, but please join us at 7:30. We're looking at that and other stories in the big news segment today. It's a Feel Good Friday here on Smooth 98.1, and guess what? We're feeling good. So stay tuned as we play you some smooth music after this break, and then come back at 7:30 for Freshly Pressed.
Hey, what's going on, people? This is Uzi.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. Have a